And we're off and rolling here in D.C. The 1-0.
Hey!
Smith launched a homer in his most recent game. The 1-2.
Nope, outside.
On the ground, right side, Nunez handles, throws to first. That's a very athletic play. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And first offering is fouled off. Washington, D.C. just getting going here. Comebacker to the mound. On to first. 2 away here in the top of the first.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Two down, nobody on. This one ripped, but foul to the right. And Freddie takes the K. Now it'll be Washington's turn. It's a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Washington, D.C. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, number 70. What do you have on him?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Outside. Ball 1.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 2-1. And that one hammered. That's down. One hops off the wall. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Line drive to short and caught. One pitch and one out.
Batting third.
As we take a look at the Nationals lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
So now, with one away and a man at second. Next to hit for the Nats, Dalen Lyle. 0 for 6 in the series so far. And that's in there for strike one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Betts. And he makes the catch. 2 down.
Batting fourth, designated hitter, Curtis Mead.
There's a strike. Mead went deep in his most recent game. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. Man at second. Struck him out looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Second inning coming up from our nation's capital. No score. Back here in Nationals Park. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. A changeup missing. Ball 1. Nice grab. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Batting fifth, center fielder, Andy Paez.
Off the plate, ball 1.
No score here in the second. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Fastball for a strike. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Way high.
That's ball 2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
On the ground, right side. Nice stop. There's one.
You're
and that's
out.
all they'll get.
Batting eighth.
Well, they had the chance at
shortstop,
turning
Mookie
2 right there,
Betts.
but I don't think he got a good grip on the balls. He tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Here's Mookie now. And that one fouled off.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
The Dodgers with a chance to score first here in the third and final game of the series. In the air to left center, Lyle should have this one. And that's the third out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in Washington, D.C., bottom of the inning, Luis Garcia digging in for the Nationals.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, to try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That's out.
He's
That's
great
off
hitting the
plate.
ball the
Ball
other
two.
way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Ball,
Just
that's outside.
missed. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Ruiz with a homer in his last game.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. Garcia on at first. Nobody out. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
This one in the air. One away.
Batting seventh, third baseman, Brady House.
One out man at first. Next to hit for the Nats, Brady House.
Aye.
Man at first, one away.
I don't like to
Ball up
say
there.
he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Ball inside.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Batting eighth,
Now he's
center
challenging the
fielder,
called strike, and they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Payoff pitch. Tap back to the mound, and a foul ball. Here comes a 3-2. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Outside corner, there's a strike. Cruz wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. We're tied 0-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Miguel Rojas.
That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 0-2. That one to first. Garcia steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
For the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
Swinging a foul straight back. Here's the 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Up next for the
Smash
Dodgers,
that one through the infield for the
hitter
knock. When it's hit that hard,
Ohtani.
it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Grounded out his first time up. Ball
That's a
1,
ball.
no strikes.
That's a ball.
Top of the 3rd, no score. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And that one is out of here. Shohei Ohtani with a star scraper. His 2nd of the year, and it gives them the lead in the 3rd. It's 2-0.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Lyle settles underneath it, and there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Muncy to hit. He's 0 for 1. Muncy bats left, throws right. He made his major league debut when he was 25 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. 2 down, nobody on.
Hey! That's ball 2.
Next offering is outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0.
Ball.
I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 2-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Second baseman, Nasim Nunez.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot. Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Here's a 2-0. That one is
Ball
upstairs. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Step off throw to first. Nunez back in on a dive.
Now pitching for the
Eric
Dodgers,
Lauer
number
is forced to the
56,
mound
Eric
after the
Lauer.
injury. This is his 5th appearance of the year. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And it's off the wall. Nunez headed for the plate. And now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
Ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And another ball. One on, nobody out, a run in here in the last half of the 3rd. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
There's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
2-2. Stays alive. Man at second. Just
Outside,
misses
that's a
with
ball.
that one. Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around 3rd. He scores to tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
That one hooked foul. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Curtis Mead. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And the 1-0.
Ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-0. And that one fouled off. The 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters. And more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Two on, one out. Late swing, foul to the left.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way,
Ball, that's
somehow
outside.
climb back into this at bat through the count.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Still only one out here in the inning. Pitch misses.
Ball.
Full count now.
That's a really good take.
And a payoff pitch. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with two strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away.
Ball inside.
Did a nice job right there.
Ruiz up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Two on, two outs. Fought off foul. And a 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Wood around third. And he's out.
On the tag, he's
Up,
out.
down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with two outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker. Foul ball there.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Check swing went around. That is strike two.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
He goes down looking.
Everything in that at-bat was away until the final pitch. 3 pitches in a row on the outside part of the plate, and of course, that gets you conditioned to look out there, maybe a little bit out on your toes. So a great call on pitch number 4 to just hit that inside part of the plate and freeze him for strike 3.
That's in for a strike. Ripped, but it curls foul. And that's
Ball.
way high. And that is ball one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1. Two down, nobody on. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
Well, that's kind of what you
outside.
expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That's 2
Ball, that's
Ball
down.
2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. We are tied 2-2. Back here in Nationals Park. Bottom 4, Brady House digging in for the Nationals. And that's
Nope.
downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Well,
Ball
he
two.
looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout. Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's in there. And the count's even at 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 2-2 on the way. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, right field. Tucker moving under it. One up, one down.
Up next for the Nationals, center fielder Dylan Cruz.
That's a strike. 0-1. Action in the pen down there. Evan Phillips, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Stewart also throwing.
Nope. That's inside.
Gets him to chase after that one. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Check swing didn't go. The count now 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman Nasim.
Next to hit for the Nats, Nasim Nunez. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Ball 1.
Nunez working in new surroundings after getting selected in the Rule 5 draft in the offseason. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count even at 1.
Nope. That's
Yeah,
a ball.
Rule 5 pickups can be so critical at times. Think of some of the players acquired that way. Johan Santana, Shane Victorino, even...
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance.
Foul ball.
Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for Washington. Score remains 2-2. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Ground ball, left side. Sends it across to first. One pitch and one out.
Next for the Dodgers. Catcher,
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen for the Nationals. Tom Cosgrove, a left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Nicholas also getting ready. The 1-0.
When
Ball.
you get
That's
ahead in the
upstairs.
count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there was just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Here's Ohtani.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Comes up empty.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Got him swinging.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
For the Dodgers, first baseman Freddie Freeman.
That one catches the zone. 0-1. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Next offering is fouled back.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
On the ground. And it stays fair. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Cut off, throw to second. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. So the Dodgers leave one. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Back now to start the
number
bottom of the
59,
fifth and taking
Evan
over on the
Phillips.
mound, Evan Phillips.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
So the Nats lineup turns over. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run. You know, these
Ball, that's it.
Nationals, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even...
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Out of here. He circles the bases, and they take the lead. It's 3-2.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Nope. Ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning. The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Up next.
There was
for
nothing
the
cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped,
Nationals,
caught out in
Dylan
front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now the left fielder, Dalen Lyle, 1 for 2.
Ball one.
One on, nobody out, a run in, last half of inning number 5.
Ball
He's
two.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's
That's
thrown,
ball three.
good pitches, but even better takes.
And ball
Ball
4
four, that's
to
up.
aboard.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Up next for the Nationals, designated hitter, Curtis Mead.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. On the ground, could be 2. Freeman tossed to second, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
And now it's Luis Garcia. Hit on the ground to short. And that's the inning. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far.
Now pitching.
New
for the
pitcher on
Nationals,
here, Tom
number
Cosgrove.
59.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
There's a strike. The 0-1. Line drive. He brings it down. Nice play.
Great hops right there, Boog. He timed it just right to bring that liner down, and he saved a knock.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it is out of here. And we have a tie ball game. It's 3-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Tucker, in his 7th season, 29 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. And there's a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Up the middle. Dives and he can't hang on. And that's an infield single despite a great effort at shortstop.
Up next,
He got that front
for the
foot down,
Dodgers,
and
left
pitch
fielder,
recognition was
Oscar
on point.
Hernandez.
Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one. Line drive, base hit. Tucker headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Tom Cosgrove will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. New pitcher on now, Kyle Nicholas.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
The Dodgers with the go-ahead run at third, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike one.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
2 on, 1 out. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
On the ground, out to short. The flip. There's one. Double play.
No, he's out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. We're tied now with 3 apiece.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brock Stewart. And now it's Keibert Ruiz.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That's a ball.
Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Tanner Scott, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Dreyer warming up as well. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
That's in for a strike. Out towards right center field. Tucker gets there. He's under it. 1 away.
Up next for the Nationals, center fielder Dylan.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. The Nats with the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Nationals, second baseman Nasim Nunez.
This one in the air center field. And that ends the inning. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. 7th inning coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. P.J. Poulin. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Miguel Rojas at the plate has grounded out a couple of times.
Miguel Rojas.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They're getting a lot of loud contact right now. 9 hits have gone 90-plus miles per hour off the bat, which puts a lot of pressure on the defense to make some tough plays.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it. 1 down.
And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these guys are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
First
Ball.
pitch misses. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Justin Lawrence appears to be getting loose. Varland getting cranked up as well. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Throw to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Up next, for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered in this game. In there for strike 1. Two down, nobody on. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Dodgers go down quietly, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. Back in Washington, D.C., and now here's the Nationals leadoff man, C.J. Abrams.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong. Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Missed
That's
with
a
a
ball.
changeup, and 1-1. Base hit, so the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. At 110 miles per hour on the exit velo, that thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily.
He was late there, strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here comes the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw holds him at second, but the go-ahead run now in scoring position, and still nobody out.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
And here is Dalen Lyle. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that chops in for a strike. Here's a 1-1.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
In the air, left field. Hernandez on his way over. brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Up next for the Nationals, designated hitter, Curtis Mead.
Hey! Ball, that's out.
Runners at the corners, one away. Here, the bottom of the seventh.
It's a
That's
big
outside.
opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
There's the strike.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. He can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Two on, one out.
That's
Just
out.
missed. Luis Garcia in the on-deck circle for the Nats. Payoff pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Called out on strikes. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Brock Stewart done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Tanner Scott. This is his 3rd time out this year. Luis Garcia now at the plate. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. Two on, 2 outs. Swinging a foul out of play. In the air, left field, down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Throw on to Freeman. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Excellent work out of the Dodgers bullpen there. We look ahead to inning number 8. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back here in Nationals Park. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Right through there for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Ball,
The
that's out.
Nationals have some action going in the pen. Clayton Beater, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Ball, that's out.
And now 2-2. Ripped on the ground to second. Important first out to begin the eighth.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
And that is out of play. Oh, 1 now.
Ball, that's inside.
Late on that fastball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder, Andy.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. P.J. Poulin is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Gus
the
Varland
Nationals.
comes on now.
Number 47, Gus Varland.
Andy Pajes, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Fouled off down the right side. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Stays alive. And a ball and 2 strikes. Goes down looking. Dodgers down in order. Score remains tied at 3. Back in Washington, D.C., and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That clips the corner. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned after review. So they've still got both their challenges. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And he takes one right on the black. Strike 1. Fastball for a strike.
2.
All tied up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball
0-2
1.
fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Line drive. Gets down, base hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. 0 for 3 in this one. A changeup missing. Ball 1. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Jackknife's out of the way. Crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A 2-run shot, and they grab the lead in the 8th. It's 5-3.
You're not going to be able to wipe the smile off his face for a while, Boog. He just changed the game. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Hey!
The 0-1.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 down.
Shortstop,
Here's C.J. Abrams now.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
In the air to left center. Pajes turns to the right on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Through 8 full, the Nationals with the lead 5-3. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers.
Now pitching. for
Back
the
now,
Nationals,
and on the mound, a
number
closer,
39.
Clayton Beater.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Hey!
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 0-2.
Ball
That's
one.
awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Here's a 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Another 1-2.
Good
Ball two.
location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 3. into the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Clips the corner. 0-2.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen, so hard to play catch-up. Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in, and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. They're down to their final strike. Betts wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. So the call will stand. So that removes their last challenge.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Two down, nobody on. That missed by a lot. Now 2-2. Right through there, got him. Ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton, the next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.